Welcome back, everyone, to another episode here on my world. As I get some signs in my face, I've got this to-do list of things to do today, and as you just saw, we cleaned up some of the netherrack in our front lawn from when I was growing nether trees, because I needed supply, but that's done, and so that's off the list. And there's a whole bunch of other things that I want to get done today on the to-do list. Some of them are minor tasks, and some of them are major tasks, so we'll go over that list real quick. I want to remove the wool farm. I don't need it anymore, so we're going to take that down. It's kind of ugly and in the way. Also, has anyone ever noticed that the sign hitbox does not line up with the sign, like, at all? Like, look, there's like a gap down here at the bottom. That's kind of funny. Anyways, place decorations in dock room. You remember a few episodes ago when I built this room, and I said I wanted to have barrels and stuff lining the edges. I totally forgot about that, but I have the stuff with me now, so we're going to do that next. Decorate farm path. So that would be that space out there. Actually, technically, it's the space on this side right here. We can see the torches. That's a path. It's kind of bland though. There you can see some of it from this angle right there. I want to path it up a bit, add some grass, add maybe a wheelbarrow or a barrel. There's also going to be a covered wagon, and I just want to kind of make the path all the way into the forest. So that's that. Build the windmill over the spawner. So that is the skeleton spawner we have right there. I have a design I have come up with, and we're going to build it. It does require some modifications of the water stream, but that won't be very hard at all to do. It's pretty easy, I hope. It was easy in creative mode anyways. So next up we have fixed redstone door. So the door that I built that's way up there, you can't even see it because it's on the outside. There are some changes I need to make because the room that's going to be inside of there requires me to make changes to the redstone so that it fits. So that's going to happen. Turn entrance into wall. I've mentioned it a couple times in the past few episodes now that I want the area outside the boat dock here to kind of all look the same, aesthetically speaking. So this section here, where it's just kind of stone, I want to maybe make this a bit more presentable. So the idea is to turn this and this section into something that resembles this a bit more. Just kind of tie the whole area together. And of course, some of this stone is going to stay here, but a lot of it is going to change. I don't have a pressure plate on that door. Alright, so next up on the list is build a tower staircase. And if you'll excuse me over this way, you'll see what I mean. But as you can see here, I've hollowed out a really big space here underneath our storage room where the tower is going to be. And we're going to build in here, but there are a few problems. Namely, that the house is on the other side of this dirt wall. So there's going to have to be some finagling to get around it. And also, we have a resident who's been in here for quite a while now, but you probably haven't seen. This is Rusty the Mole Man. He is my snowman who gives me snow, and I've been using that to replace the snow layers around my base that have been removed because it doesn't snow in my extreme hills anymore because 1.18 ruined everything. So we're going to have to move Rusty somewhere else. But that won't be too difficult either, just lead him up. The hardest part is going to be figuring out how I'm going to fit a staircase in here, but the idea is this tunnel comes over here, a spiral staircase up, hooks up to somewhere. That trapdoor is probably going to go. It was always a temporary solution, and now would be the time to remove it. Next up on the list, connect lower floor to hallway, and that really just means build this. I want to put something in here, so that's going to get done. And then the last thing on the list is end the video. This one will be X'd off when we finish, and then the list will be done. Most of these are probably going to be time-lapsey things, like you saw that, but we're going to do decorations in the dock room. And this should be fun and easy, I hope. And we can do this, that, and that, and that. Alright, I think this is going to be the last of the decorations in here. I'm kind of struggling to figure out, at this point, where everything's going to go. So you can see here we've got a pretty decent collection of barrels and things and whatnot. We've got like a little wine thingy over here because, you know, this is how they stack wine barrels. So that's over here. I tried to not block any of the doors or important access areas, but you can see there's some stuff over there, and I even put a few things outside. I gotta be careful of mobs though, because I don't want a creeper raining down on top of me. But you see I got a chest and a crafting table and some barrels out here. Kind of, you know, it feels like those are connected a bit, so I like it. And that's kind of what the whole vision was of this place to start with, and I don't know why I forgot about doing this, but I've done it now, so we're all good. Also, this boat, very intelligently placed here. If a mob tries to walk through here, they will get sucked into the boat. So that's kind of like a mob trap, if anything goes wrong. Hopefully never, though. So we can knock it off. Decoration in dock room. Alright, so that one's done off the list. So now, I think we're going to remove the wool farm, because that one's pretty easy. Get some of the easy ones off of the list first. But also, I gotta sleep. You know, I was just thinking about bringing Braxton with me, and then I realized I can't do that, because he'll probably eat all the sheep, and I don't want that to happen. So that's going to be a nope. But I need to find a place to put all of these. We'll put them in here, in my nether chest. Alright, and I need to make sure I have leads on me, because we're going to have to put the sheep somewhere. So here's the sheep farm. How much wool do we have? Quite a lot. And also, on top of that, I have actually been collecting wool over time. So there's a lot more than just this. But this will do nicely. Yes, it will. So we're going to pack all this up. Take all the redstone bits. So I think I'm going to kill these for a sheep. Because I don't actually need sheep right now. So, sorry. In advance. Alright, nobody look. I'm about to commit some war crimes. I'm sorry I didn't do it in one shot. I'm trying my hardest to make it quick and easy and painless. Alright. Let's put these just blah, blah, blah. Alright, we need to throw everything in here. And I need to grab some dirt as well, but we can grab the dirt. Well, actually, no, we can use the dirt that's already here to fill in some of these holes. Also, I have so many shears that's like ridiculous. What am I going to do with all these shears? I didn't even use nearly as many of them as I thought I was going to. And I can't double click to move them all at once because they're different durabilities. Okay. You know, I just noticed when you have shears in your offhand, you hold them differently than when they're in your main hand. It's kind of funky. Oh god, I don't have enough storage space. And look at that! Thank you 1.19 for making that drop itself. Alright, now we have to remove all of this grass that's just kind of floating here. Luckily that shouldn't be too difficult. And we're done. Alright, well, I think this looks pretty convincing. It basically looks like normal terrain now, and once the grass spreads, it'll look even better. And I also replaced all the torches so that there's still light in here, because we wouldn't want any mobs spawning. That'd be a very, very bad thing. Man, this place is so much cooler when it's got all these barrels lying around. I was so glad I decided to actually come back and do this. It looks so much better. Alright, wool farm is gone. Alright. What's left on the list? A lot of things. That's what's left. Alright, well, I'll do something on this list. And it will be in the form of a time-lapse. So, whatever it ends up being, the time-lapse for it starts now. So, yeah, I accidentally ended the replay before I actually finished building the windmill, so you didn't get to see this top part here, but that's what it looks like. It's got wool and banners, and ooh, it's a windmill. I actually really like it. So let me show you around the inside a bit. Man, I like this build. It was a really fun one as well. It took forever for me to design it though, and I originally was going to use mangrove, but I don't have mangrove yet, so I use jungle instead. Maybe I'll switch it out later, maybe not. Probably not. So coming inside here, we've got this lovely decorated interior with all this wheat at the bottom of the mill. And I've got like gears and a pull chain up there. We can actually check on this hanging ladder. I use trap doors for this hanging ladder. It's a really cool idea. If anyone else wants to steal it, I would not be ashamed of you for stealing the idea. So yeah, so we got the center shaft here, which grinds the wheat. That's hooked up to this side shaft, which is hooked up to this big pulley system. We've got a floor here we can stop on with a window. We can go even higher to the top floor. This is the shaft that the actual windmill is attached to. Like you can see the wool is out there, right there. The chain wraps around. If this could spin, it would spin and everything would spin and it would be fantastic. But now let's go to the part that we're all actually here for. What I did down here. I actually did a lot of renovating and a couple design iterations before I came up with this. And also, there's a typo there. Red stib access. This is redstone. This is specifically the top of the farm, if anything goes wrong. This is where the water column is, by the way. And then we have another door down here, which is redstone access, but I actually spelled it correctly this time. And this takes us down to this, this collection system and whatnot. And also goes around this way. This is the water column again. And then up here takes us back up to the top. So we've got access to pretty much everything. Under this slab is the section down there for shifting the skeletons around and whatnot. So yeah, we have access to everything. If anything goes wrong, it's all easy to repair. As long as I can find the way in and out. Alright, and then here is the actual spawner room. I really like the way this looks. You can see, of course, it still works. Hello, skeletons. Also, these chests are almost completely full. So that's a thing. I farm a lot. Ooh, I love doing this. Also, you can see I replaced a lot of the blocks that were in here with stone. Things that are on this wall that you can't normally see, like there's granite down there, I didn't bother replacing because you're never going to see it normally. But like all these other walls are nice smooth stone, and it looks good. This still works the exact same. I have to replace this manually, but maybe we'll change that in the future. Who knows? Oh yeah, also I can't remember if I... See, it's been a while since I built the windmill, because I've been really busy lately. But I can't remember if I showed it or told you or anything or not. But I replaced all of the slabs where the water was with these lampposts. The water is still under here, but now it's a waterlogged slab rather than the slab on top of the water. I was having issues where I was breaking wheat constantly while running through here. So I flattened everything out a little bit more, removed the slabs. There's light now, so mobs won't spawn as often in weird places. So yeah, everything is running smooth. So come on over here to our checklist now. We can remove the windmill from the list. Is there anything else that needs to be removed from the list? The farm path has not been built. The video has not ended. We have not connected the lower floor to the hallway. We have not built the staircase. We have not built the wall. I'll talk about that. And we have not fixed the redstone door. I will also talk about that later. The next thing on our list is going to be the tower staircase. See, the thing is, I can't remember if I talked about this either. I think I did. If not, this is your first time seeing it. Yeah, I have this staircase here now. Yeah, it exists. Gosh, there's a lot of things I don't remember. Anyways, this is what we're working on next. This place is hideous and ugly, and I have supplies here that I have gathered. I don't know why these barrels are empty. I must have... I think I have the supplies still upstairs. I'll need to bring them down. Gosh, I'm forgetful. Okay, so we're doing this room, this entire tower, from the top to the bottom. Rusty the Mole Man here, he's in a bit of a pickle because he's running out of space as I'm slowly consuming it, but he can stay here for now, but he's going to have to get moved out in a bit. So, with that being said, we can get to work on the new staircase. Cue the time lapse. Cue the time lapse, cue the time lapse. And we log off. And we log back in. Alright guys, so I kind of lied to you. I'm not going to lie. I am going to lie. I lied to you. But I'm telling you the truth now. The previous clip where I was talking to you guys was recorded approximately 20 seconds before this clip. Because I had a backup of the world. It's very interesting, the situation. So because I am running low on time for doing things, I already finished the staircase when I had that last clip that I was recording. I have two worlds, I guess. It's confusing. But basically, this was already done. And so yeah, we come down here, and this is kind of like a dark study room, and I put cobwebs everywhere because it's like the basement of the house going into the dungeon. And also we have this map wall, and it says there what the date was that I built the map. Yeah, that kind of tells you how spacing has been, because it is not December. December? I hope it's not December.
Nah, but with these
snow outside,
I might as well be. What is that, a woodpecker?
It is not October 17th. But I have all these maps, and they're going on this map wall, and I have them all locked. And this is just of the island, and let's hope I can do this without screwing it up. We got that one. That's not right. You go there. That's not right either. It does go there. God, I don't know where anything goes anymore. You're actually up here. God, where does this one go? I'm going insane. Where does this one go? Like, seriously. Like, that's... Oh, that goes to the... Okay. Okay. That's how it works. Jeez. You think I'd memorize my own island layout? Look, what is... There we go. Then you... No. You are that one. You are that one. And then we have two more. You are that one, and you are that one. There we go. An updated view of the map. You can see there's the monument. Here's our big field. There's the windmill. Yeah, map. Woo. Okay, next thing. Coming down here, I got candles. First time I've ever built with candles, and I gotta say, they make the mood in this place. And also, it's all spawn-proof. So I love messing with light in the new updates, man. We've got this weird, like, creepy dark shelf here. Nothing can spawn there. It's just cool. We've got this door, and this is going to be the freezer. It's where I'm going to keep all my powdered snow. It's going to be moved down, of course. This is where I'm going to store it all, the freezer. Here's the mine shaft, which would have connected, you know, up to the door. But now it's just here, which is nice, and it works. And also, we've got this, like, dark pit space, hidden torches to light this bottom up. Nothing can spawn down here either, it's all great. And also, a hidden ladder so you can get out. Convenient. I fell. It's not that convenient, apparently, because I fell. Alright, and now we're down here, and this is an angle you should remember because I took a screenshot from this angle, and then I posted it somewhere. So yeah, I got this cool, like, torch at the end of the hallway, and you can see this hooks right up to where we said it was going to hook up. The barrels are gone. Surprise, surprise, the reason those barrels were empty is because they weren't actually the barrels that I used with my actual materials. I did have barrels here when I built it for the time-lapse, which you might be able to see. But I didn't put the materials in here until after. It's confusing. But yeah, you can see this hallway. It kind of continues the trend of all the other hallways. It's got the same mood, the same atmosphere. I really like this build. This is like my favorite build on my world so far. I'm not even going to lie. It's very atmospheric, and I love this dungeon aesthetic we've got going down here. And it has actually inspired me for the next part. There's something that was here. I don't know what it was. Okay, anyways, pretending that doesn't happen. Decorating farm path, not happening today. Ending video. I hope it happens today. Build tower staircase. That's the one we just did, so I can punch that out. Punch, 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 punch. Blam! Tower staircase is done. I don't remember what this was supposed to be, so that's kind of awkward. We have two things left on the list, maybe, and things are going to be, like, shuffled around a bit because I'm not going to be able to have time today to do what I wanted to do with this. This isn't happening. My plans for this have ballooned exponentially. So that's going to be its own video. That's how big it's going to be. It's going to be its own video. Originally, I said I was just going to do this, but I have changed the plans, and now the scope is the entire side here. It's going to start all the way over here at the boat dock, right over there. It's going to wrap all the way around, and it's going to end with a set of towers that are over here. It's going to be massive, and that's probably going to be next video unless something happens. But it should be an easy one to record, so hopefully we won't have to wait as long as you did for this one. So that means we have one thing we're going to do, and then we're going to end the episode. This one's going to wait. We are going to fix the redstone door. And we run up the other staircase, and the other staircase, and the other staircase, and the other staircase.
I did a baby staircase.
Alright, so down here, next to all of our animals, is the redstone door. And it's not actually broken, and it still works totally well. Also, I cleared out all the vines in here. I don't know if I told you about that or not. I was growing vines in here. They're gone now, because I need this space. The thing that the door needs fixing about is this setting right here. This section right here. It works totally fine as it is, but the thing that I'm going to be building on this side of the door requires me to dig further down, and that means that this redstone is actually in the way. So I need to redesign this entire bottom section that I makeshifted to allow for more space. I wonder if he's in here still, actually. I haven't checked in a while. Hello? Ah, the Enderman's gone. There was an Enderman that was camping out inside of my bee farm for like a month. I'm not even joking. Like, I'd come onto my world and do some small things every once in a while whenever I had time, and the Enderman would still be in there. He was in there the entire time I was building the staircase. And he was probably in there while I was making the windmill too. But he's gone now, so sadness. But you know what's not gone? All of our pets. Where do I have the things stored? Here they are. I have 2 name tags for 2 of our pets who don't have names yet. We have Peter and Moose, and one of the pets is right here. Can you guess which one he gets? Is he Peter or is he Moose? Peter or Moose? Of course, he's Peter. Peter the Parrot! You got your name now. Woo! So this is Peter the Parrot. That was a really easy name to come up with. This one, Moose. Now, as you might know, there are no moose or meese in Minecraft. So who could this be going to? That's the real question. And the answer is right over there. This is Moose. He is my trader llama. I don't know why his name is Moose. It just made me laugh. And so that's his name now. It's Moose. You are Moose. Hello, Moose. Yes, Moose is a happy llama. Happy llama. He has nothing, but he is Moose. Oh, this is going to be so cool now! Because in 1.20, or maybe it's 1.20, yes. In 1. Or is it 1.19.3? I don't know. They're changing the names and the things, and it's weird. But we have actual books now, so this is so much cooler. There's also a bunch of other things that we have to do here. North chunk wall. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Alright, I believe it is done now. If I'm not mistaken, this looks like all the things are right. So I dropped the floor down by 3 blocks. This is where the pressure plates are above here. The piston is now down here, and the redstone wraps around. The AND gate... Is this an AND gate? Whatever. The gate is down here on the very bottom now, and then that comes up this way. And I used less repeaters. That's not repeaters. I used less repeaters. I used 4 less repeaters, but I got the exact same effect. So this was actually... Not only does it fix a problem, but it also makes it more efficient, which is always a good thing. So let's see if this actually works. It opens. It didn't close. That's concerning. Close. Oh yeah! I think I remember what the problem is. Give me a second. I think I know what the problem is. Alright, I have actually figured out what the problem was, and the problem was I need to change the pressure plate type to stone. This was actually something that I was supposed to do, and I just forgot about. So if we do that, now the redstone signal is actually strong enough. I gotta flip the redstone block. The redstone signal will actually be strong enough now to reach all the way through. There you go. That should fix the door. For reals this time. Perfect. So now that that's working, we can end the video and I can finally get it out. Hopefully I'll have it out in a couple of days when I get the chance to finish editing it. But until then, I will see you all in the next one, and we'll do some big things. Goodbye.